So this is a big day for all of you. This is a big day for all of you and for Wasserman Boxing. Three well-known fighters who all carry a very, very good reputation within the sport. Harlem, we'll start with you. I saw you in the gym about 6 weeks ago. You were working hard, you were training hard. You hadn't boxed since just before Christmas when you had a really good win against Danny Darko. You were staying busy, staying ready, smile on your face as there always is. And you were, as you always have been, optimistic that something was coming.
Yeah.
And something has come.
That's it. That's the way I've had to stay in this game. I've come through the hard route, and for me, it's always about fulfilling my potential. So I knew, stay in the gym every day, and as the fights come, take them and show what I could do, and then keep working in the gym. So since December, 3 days after my last fight, I've been in the gym, ready, improving daily, and ready for any opportunities that arise. And it's been a year, so that's a year of progression. But I've been churning away. I haven't had the chance to get out and show improvements since the last one. But now the time's here, and I'm partnering with Wasserman and the Sauerland brothers, and I think this is the perfect combination to take my career to the next level. And I really believe that this is the right place to do that.
So what's the plan for Harlem then? Because he's got to a certain level, he's proven at a certain level. It would appear that there's definitely a lot more to come. How quickly are you hoping to try and move him?
I don't think we're in any race of time here. I mean, he's in a good place in terms of training with Adam Booth, and you can make a lot of surname, of course, in terms of brand, but at the end of the day, he is very unique. Like you said, Harlem is one of the most cheerful people in boxing. Always got a smile on his face till he gets in the ring. And he's in a weight class I, of course, know very well with the super lightweights, having gone through the World Boxing Super Series and seen the best super lightweights in the world in front of me. And I've seen him down training. He's obviously not there yet, and I'd be talking promoter rubbish if I was saying he was, but we believe in him. Adam believes in him, and he's someone that we think we can move at a pace. I'm not going to say quick, because quick doesn't work. There's no quick fixes in boxing. The quick fixes, they fall down tomorrow, and that for me, it will be at a pace, and I think there's some great fights to make at that weight, but once again, we'll move at our pace. But he's someone that 100% the second half of next year can be a headliner.
And you're joined by your stablemate as well. The pair of you and Josh Kelly, obviously train with Adam Booth down in Surrey. So, Josh, for you, is this a case of you needed, or you felt you needed something a little bit more fresh, a bit more new in your career?
Yeah, I mean, Nisha and Kala, both absolutely great guys, and powerhouses in boxing. So, I mean, the move suited me personally down to a T. So obviously, it's gonna refresh my career, a massive brand, a massive platform. I can't wait to get kicked off and sort of right the wrongs that's went on, and get back on track.
Can we call it a comeback? I mean, how have things been? How have things been since the last fight? Because it's hard to take, isn't it? First defeat it's hard to take. There's always been a big spotlight on you. There's been a lot of expectation. There's been quite a lot of unfair criticism, I would say. How's life been since?
No, listen. I mean, fights before that, personal life hasn't been solid. So I just sort of got magnified in that fight, and obviously things happened. I took a good few months off. Probably is a bit too much, but the fact of the matter is I had to sort the personal things that were going on in my life, which played out and affected that fight. And obviously I was beat on the night by a better fighter, but personal issues went on and did play a massive part in that. So I've just been sorting them out, and now I'm steady. I've steadied the ship, and I feel as though I'm back in the right headspace, the right place to be, and I'm ready to move on in December and sort of hopefully December anyways to sort of kick on.
I'd just say to that quickly, personal things, whatever. you just mentioned it before with Harlem and how quick and, you know, and you're always clever afterwards. You know, that's also clear in our sport. You're always clever when a certain match doesn't work out and whatever it is. But when you are, and I would argue together with probably with Josh Boazzi, you are being painted as the future of British boxing by Sky at the time and moving it to that level in your 12th or 13th fight, it was your 12th fight. That's fast moving, yeah? That's quite a pace. I know you had a very successful amateur career, but that's fast pace. And that's something that sometimes it works, eh? Sometimes you roll that dice, and you know, anyone who's been around the sport long enough, sometimes you roll the dice and they go off, sometimes they don't. The talent is undeniable because you know, Sky is a very solid team of experts, and you know, they recognise the talent, and that's why they set on that talent. Same with Boazzi at the time, and that talent is phenomenal, and we believe in that talent. And you know, you spent time with Josh. I mean, I did need a bit of help with the translator in the first couple of days, but we've got used to it now. He's got my dialect, and he's got his. You know, he's a fantastic guy, and you can see why. You know, he's a great boxer to promote. You know, and he's going to have to step up and do his thing in the ring, and that's clear. But we mustn't forget at what stage his career is at, because if you looked at it, you felt like if he won that fight, the next fight was going to be headed on the pay-per-view show, and that, you know, that's. Of course, there's always, you know, as a promoter, you've always got pressure to deliver. You've got a pressure to deliver the next superstar, etc., etc. And that can sometimes, and I've been there before myself. I've been, you know, had to rush someone a bit more through, and that, you know, that can sometimes come back to bite you at certain stages. And you know, I think that we won't lose the parts, the good parts, and the efforts that have been put in on bringing him. I mean, Josh Kelly is in British boxing a big name, and he's a big name that we're going to be bringing back bigger, badder than ever.
Well, we look forward to it. We very much look forward to it. And last but certainly not least, on the end, we've got Nathan Gorman, boxing at heavyweight from famous boxing stock. And I guess in a way you have a similar kind of experience to Josh in your career. You were put into a big fight that attracted an enormous amount of attention against Daniel Dubois, and you've had to rebuild from that. So how did this all start for you? How did this relationship come about for you with Wasserman?
Obviously, it started about a month ago, something like that. Obviously, my last fight was in March, the 27th, so it was about 5-6 months ago, and the Southern team, obviously Wasserman, everyone got in contact with my management team. Obviously, we had a coffee, had a bite to eat, and it basically went from there. You know, I like what I saw, I like the brand Wasserman. I'm hearing very good things about him, and I fully believe, obviously, from what I've seen today, it's the first time I've been to the offices and stuff. It's an amazing setup. You know, I've been, as some of these lads have been around the block a bit. You know, I'm an experienced professional, and it's one of the best I've seen. I'll be totally honest with you. So I do believe the backing I've got, and you know, the good matchmaking at the right time and stuff, I believe I'm going to go very far with everyone backing me.
And this, you've been talking, the pair of you, about how, you know, you love a heavyweight. You've got good pedigree with moving heavyweights, and Nathan's another good example of a fighter who has already achieved a good amount. I think he's in line for a Commonwealth title shot before too long, maybe, but there's a lot more to come.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a long time admirer of Nathan. I actually had money on him to beat Daniel in that fight.
Sorry, mate, sorry.
But you could tell he wasn't right going into the ring. And you know, I'm just glad to have him on board, because I think there's a lot more Nathan Gorman, you know, still to come. He's only young, and I think we just need to develop him correctly. Right fights at the right time. Obviously, if the mad offers come in, and then we sit down as a team and decide. But you know, there's Fabio Wardley out there, who I believe, you know, that's a great fight. I think that's a win for Nathan, but I'm sure he thinks differently. And there's a lot of good heavyweights domestically and around the world at the moment. But first and foremost is we keep this development stage going again. you know, and keep moving up the rankings.